This is question 5 of the test. Danielle wants to paint her daughter's room pink. She has been told 2 different plans. Plan A, use 5 parts white and 2 parts red. Plan B, use 4 parts white and 1 part red. Which plan will give her paint that is the least red? Explain what the numbers in your calculation mean. We can set up a couple unit rates, but the best unit rate that really shows us what we need to do is find how much red do we get for 1 part of the total paints. So far we know that there are 2 parts red, and there are a total of 2 plus 5 parts of paint. So 2 plus 5 gives us 7. And it'd be easiest to explain this answer by turning this 7 into a 1. So we can do that with a proportion, because what we're going to find out is how many parts red will go into 1 part of total paint. So what we do is multiply the partners and divide by the loner. So what we'll be doing is 1 times 2, which is 2, and divide by the loner, 7, which gives us about 0.285, which we can round up to 0.29. Now the 0.29 was this missing part, which was our amount of red paint. So there are 0.29 or 29 hundredths red paint for 1 total paints. And we do the similar thing with the plan B. There is 1 part red, and there are a total of 5 parts paint, because 1 plus 4 gives us 5. And we set that equal to an unknown amount of paints for red for 1 total paints. And again, we saw the proportion, multiply the partners and divide by the loner. So 1 times 1 is 1. 1 divided by 5 gives us 20 hundredths. It's 2/10, but it'd be easier to compare the two if we made it the same amount of places after the decimal as this answer. So that's 20 hundredths part red for 1 total paint. Now this is a very easy unit rate to read. So if we were to make 1 total paint mixture, only 29 hundredths of it would be red. If we were to make 1 total paint mixture for plan B, only 20 hundredths part would be red. So if we compare the two, we can see that there is less red going into this mixture than the amount of red going into this mixture. And because they're asking for which plan will give her paint that is the least red, this will be your answer. Whoops. Now these are our calculations. So it would be a good idea to explain what the numbers in your calculations mean. I kind of talked through it. This is our number of paints for the total number of paints. This is our number of paints that are red to our total number of paints that we have for the mixture. And we're looking for how many paints of red go into 1 total paint used. Same thing. The 1 would be our 1 part red going to our total amount of paints, which is 4 plus 1, which gives us our 5. And then again, we're looking for how many parts red go into using 1 amount of paint for the mixture. So plan B would have been your better option because it has least red, because we saw that if we only made 1 amount of paint for plan A, you have 29 hundredths of red paint. And for plan B, if we made 1 total amount of paint, then we would have only had 20 hundredths red paint. So plan B is your answer.